So today's video is my favorite from Azure Standard. So if you're not familiar with Azure Standard, you'll be able to click on the link below, and what you do is you find the closest drop location that you can. Sometimes they're just not close, and sometimes they can be close. I happen to be a drop locator for Northern Michigan, which is great. And we were able to bring them up here recently, which was fabulous. They added on a whole bunch of routes, so that was really great. So how you do is you find your closest drop location. They give you a cutoff date that you need to order by. So you place whatever you want in your cart. You can see up at the top if you hit organic only, if you only want to do organic stuff, or if you want to see all their stuff, you can do that. So you can hit that, and then you start putting stuff in your cart. You place your order by the cutoff date. About 2 days after the cutoff date, they will send an email with the exact time that you will go to your drop location to pick up your food. They will give the exact day and time that it should be there. Prior to that, they will give you a window, like the week of. So once you place that order, they send an email about 2 days afterwards with the exact time. You meet your drop coordinator and the semi truck at the drop location, and right off the semi truck, they are packaged in boxes. And so what you'll do, so they'll tell you how many cases you have in your order. Say if you ordered all this, it might be able to fit into 2 cases. So you won't get like 8 items, you'll get 2 cases because they package all the smaller stuff together. That's just like a little trick a lot of people don't know until they go, where's my stuff? But it's all packaged into bigger boxes. So you take your stuff off the semi truck, you go home with your wonderful, fabulous food. And they do a really great job of sourcing good food from local places with good quality, which is really important to me. So if I can't grow it here on the homestead, I've got a great resource to go ahead and buy some of the stuff I can't grow, which some of the stuff I obviously cannot grow, which is great that there's a great source for that. So I thought, let's share some of my favorites that I tend to get as a homesteader. So where do we start? Which one do we pick? Okay, let's pick this one. All right, so if I'm not making my own apple cider vinegar, I like to make sure I have some on hand because I use this in making my chicken broth, which you'll see a link down below if you're interested in making your own chicken broth. I just use a tablespoon of this, and I use it for some other things as well, but you can also make your own. But it's nice to have some on hand. It's very shelf stable, and it's organic, and it's nice and hefty if you want to do some weights. Another one that I've been really kind of digging, I use a lot of vinegar and stuff. I use it in all my cleaning products. I use it in making my salsa and different cheeses and stuff like that. I really like vinegar. So they actually have an organic distilled vinegar, which is super cool to be able to have an organic source. So that's really awesome. So I really like to use this one from now on instead of buying that really cheap vinegar. I still will use that for cleaning and stuff like that, but I am switching over to this. But it is, obviously more expensive. So that's kind of like a splurge for me to buy organic vinegar. Did I just say that? Yeah, I'm a homesteader. Woo, organic vinegar. I'm so excited. Okay, it's like Christmas. All right, the next one I really like to get is this olive oil. And if you notice, most of my stuff comes in glass because I don't like stuff coming in plastic. So if I can find if there's an option between plastic or glass, I will go ahead and purchase glass, even if it costs a little bit more, because plastic, I don't care if they say it's BPA free, there is something in it that will never biodegrade, and I know there's recyclable stuff and stuff, but I don't like it. The heat messes with it and goes into your food. So I try to avoid plastic whenever possible. That's a little side note. So anyways, olive oil, great stuff there. I use that for a lot of different stuff. Molasses. This one happens to be plastic, so I have to check on that one. But molasses, I use, it's like, who uses molasses? But it makes good cookies, and I use it in my barbecue sauce that I have. Link below for that one too. It is awesome, so I use a lot of this. I can control the ingredients in my barbecue sauce, and it's great, and it tastes fabulous, and the family loves it. The next one that I like that I cannot grow here on the homestead is cheddar cheese powder. So this kind of replaces your, your little blue box or something like that with the mac and cheese. So you just kind of use this. I use it a little bit different than what their directions say. I actually need a little bit more, and I add milk and something like that. So I'll put that recipe down below too. So that's a really nice replacement because that's organic cheese powder to have on hand. When you need something really quick, who doesn't like boxed mac and cheese? It's good stuff. Another thing that I like to get from there is rice. All kinds of different rices that you can think of, they have it. This one happens to be a sweet brown rice because I plan to mill this up and be able to use that in my gluten-free baking. So it's a sweet brown rice, but again, you can find any kinds of rice, and you can buy it in 50-pound bags, and you can buy it in small bags, which is great. A lot of the stuff has, like, you can buy it by a case quantity and you get it a little cheaper, or you can buy it in, you know, just individual to get going and get trying on something, which is great. So it's really great to be able to have a lot of shelf-stable food pantry items and bulk things, and learn how to store them, just so you have them. Everything, I mean, if it's something that you use, buy it in bulk and save, and then just make sure you're rotating your stuff out all the time, and it's winner. Another thing I like to buy is jovial gluten-free spaghetti. I do like to do gluten-free on whatever I can. I do a lot of sourdough baking, so I kind of like balance that out with gluten-free like rice and noodles and stuff like that. And the best one that I like for noodles is Jovial. They do a good job. And so you can buy a pack like this that has a bunch of spaghetti, you know, normal boxes in it and stuff. So that works out really good there. And if you feel like you need to get some items into the coffers, I bought some instant mashed potatoes just to have on hand. We grow 500 pounds of potatoes. I never need potatoes, but I know that this will last a really long time, especially when I properly store it. So I just got that as kind of like a backup prepper item. Who knows? Hey, who doesn't like mashed potatoes on the fly, right? All right, another thing that I really like is yellow corn masa. I do not have that ability to do that soaking line thing with masa, but I love masa because I love making tostadas with them. I use them for all kinds of stuff with my carnita meat. So I like to have some really good corn masa on hand. So that's a good one to have on hand. And of course, the best one that I started with probably is grinding my own wheat berries. By far, they have the best price that I've been able to find for organic wheat berries. You can buy all different kinds of berries to grind up. I use a mock mill, and if you want to learn a little bit more on grinding, I'll put the link down below as well. This happens to be a bag of einkorn grain. I'm experimenting with einkorn. It is your ancient grain. It is super fabulous. It's different to work with. Typically, what I like to buy are hard red wheat berries and hard white berries to work with my sourdough. So those are just a few of my favorite things. It feels like you can break out into a little song with that, right? But yeah, I really enjoyed that company. They do a really good job, and I enjoy being a coordinator up here. So hope you enjoy, and click on the link below to sign up, and then that's my link. You can do that. That would be fabulous for me. And check them out. See if there's a drop that's near you.